Good morning, students. Welcome to the online classes of Triveni Memorial Senior Secondary School. Today, we are going to start our fourth unit of English Reader Book for Class 7. And the name of the unit is School Days. Students, we all have studied in the schools at our certain ages. And even though you are studying in the school, and the days in the school are always rememberable. They become our memorable days in the school. They are the best part of our school life. So, in this section 1, we will find out how the school was in 1500 BC. This is in the ancient times when there were no school buildings. There were ashrams where the students were, where the child or the children were sent for teachings or for studies. Okay, let's find out what's in the chapter. A school in 1500 BC. Get up! Jaya felt Vasu poke him as he lay sleeping on his straw mat. It is time to fetch the firewood, Vasu said. Jaya and Vasu, these are the two brothers, these are the two princes that are sent by their father, the king, to the ashram of a Rishi Utathya. Okay, and here Jaya, now Vasu is asking Jaya to get up early. Jaya did not want to wake up early, but suddenly Vasu said, "It is time to fetch the firewood." Firewood are the dry sticks, wooden sticks that you use for burning. Okay. Jaya tried to continue sleeping. Jaya tried to sleep. Don't you remember Sakhe? Sakhe is for the friend. Okay. Don't you remember Sakhe? Vasu's tone was urgent. It is our turn to get the firewood. The birds are up, that means it is daybreak. Unless we set out now, we are going to be late in doing our chores. Now, what Vasu says, Vasu was in urgent and says, don't you remember it is our turn to collect the firewood from the jungle? As the birds are awake, the birds are up, that means it is daybreak, that is the day has started, okay? The night has passed out, now the day has started. If we want to walk out in the search of firewood, we are going to be late in doing our chores. Chores here is your daily routine work. Okay. By now, Jaya realized what is actually going on and immediately got up and started rolling up his mat, the mat on which Jaya was sleeping. Vasu and Jaya were princes from neighboring kingdoms. As was the custom around that time, young princes had been sent to the ashram in order to get disciplined or schooled. In the hermitage set in the Vindhya forest, they were under the supervision and care of Rishi Utathya, the most learned sage. As I told you, Vasu and Jaya were the two princes of the neighboring kingdom, and their father, the king, sent them for further studies to the and under the supervision of Rishi Utathya. He was the most learned sage. Sage is sent. Okay. They were under the supervision of the sage. And that was the custom that time, that the young princes were sent to the ashram in order to get disciplined or schooled. Okay, schooling was done in ashram. There were several other boys in the hermitage. Hermitage, you can say the ashram, the place where the children lived. Okay, there were several other boys, mostly older than them. Okay, and set in the ways of the hermitage. They were students and took lessons in grammar and philosophy from the sage. Everyone had his duties defined and had to do them well. Rishi Utathya was a strict disciplinarian. Now, in the hermitage, in the ashram, there were a lot of children, okay, and most of them were elder than the two brothers, the two princes, okay. They were students who took lessons of grammar and philosophy from the sage, okay. Everyone was told about the duties that he or she needed to fulfill, okay, and had to do them well. Rishi Utathya was a strict disciplinarian, means he was strict and he was very strict for his children in terms of discipline. Okay. Vasu and Jaya were new arrivals. They were the recent visitors. They were the recent arrivals at the ashram. Brought up in the luxury of palaces, they found the life at ashram harsh. Okay, because they were used to the luxury life of palace in the kingdom. They found that ashram's life is very harsh. Harsh means very difficult. Used to rich food, gorgeous clothes, and the constant attendance of servants and maids, they had difficulties in adjusting to the stark simplicity of the hermitage. Because they were used to gorgeous food, clothes, and every time they had the servants to serve them, they found it very difficult to adjust in the customs of ashram. Their duties included collection of firewood. They had to collect the firewood from the jungle that was needed in the hermitage. This meant getting up even earlier than others and getting wood and getting back to the hermitage in time for the lessons and other duties. Okay, they needed firewood, and for that they had to get up early even before the others would wake up and had to return back on time. Today, in spite of Vasu's efforts, Jaya, the boys were late because Jaya kept sleeping. Okay, so due to this, dry broken sticks were also difficult to find. Even though they tried, Jaya and Vasu could hardly collect anything. They didn't find much firewood. Now Jaya got more and more worried. Suddenly Jaya and Vasu heard the sound of running hooves. Hooves is the moving sound of any animal. Okay, the tapping sound of the legs of any animal. They turned and saw a rider on horseback speeding through the forest. They saw a horse rider moving through the forest. The morning sun up by now made the rider's sword and armor dazzle. Now, because it was already late, the sun was on its peak. Now they saw that the rider's sword was dazzling. Dazzling means shining. Okay. Who are you? You look familiar. The rider inquired that. I think I have seen you. You look familiar. Who are you? Where do you come from? Answer that first, said Jaya. Now Jaya asked, who are you? Where do you come? Where did you come from? Please, first of all, you need to answer this, then we will tell you. It turned out that he was a soldier from Jaya's kingdom, passing that way with a royal message for a distant kingdom to the south. When he realized who Jaya was, he got down from his horse and stood with folded hands before him. Now they come to know that soldier was from Jaya's kingdom, that is his father's kingdom. He was passing away with the royal message to other kingdom. And when he realized who Jaya was, when he realized that he was also the prince, he got down from the horse and stood with the folded hands like this or like this. Okay. When you greet someone, when you greet someone like king. Okay. And I thought I'll see you like this. He clubbed his tongue sympathetically. The last time I saw you, you were at the palace, sitting beside the king. How splendid you looked then. And now, barefoot or out in the forest at this early hour. Now the horse rider says, I feel very miserable for you because last time when I saw you, you were sitting next to your king, next to your father in the kingdom. And now, what I see, you are barefoot. Barefoot means not wearing the slippers. Okay, you are barefoot out in the forest, and that too very early. This is the dress we wear while at the ashram. It is a part of school life here. Vasu began to explain. It is just a stage of life. Once our schooling is over, we will go back to our palaces. Now Vasu says that this is our dress in the ashram, and this is the phase of life. Once it passes, we will be back into the kingdom, into our palaces. But Jaya was lapping up the sympathy the man offered. I hate it out here. The life is just too tough, he went on. Jaya was not happy with the life there, and he said, yes, it is very tough life here. I don't like it. Now the rider asked, is there anything that I can help you for? The man asked finally, can I help you somehow? I am on my way, but I do have some time to spare. The man offered his help. Well, then get some firewood for us. Now Jaya ordered that get some firewood for us. We have hardly got together any firewood and we need to reach the ashram as fast as possible, as soon as possible. Okay? The soldier obliged. That is, the soldier followed the order. He took out the sword hanging at his side. Now he took out the sword and sitting on horseback, slashed at the high branches of trees. Slashed means using the sword to cut down the branches of the trees. Okay. Soon he got together a huge pile of wood for them. When Jaya and Vasu returned to the hermitage, they found the other students quite worried about them. They were already late, so a lot of students, mostly all the students were worried about them. Some of them said, "We thought that you came face to face with wild animal." Okay, and one of them said, "Or if both of you have been stung by the snake." Okay, had been bitten by the snake. You must be tired carrying that load. One of the older boys said, "You must be tired of carrying this firewood load." As another hastened to relieve them of it, and the other one hastened means moved forward to help them. Okay, to take that load from him. "You must be hungry," said Rishi himself. That you must be hungry. Jay and Vasu found rules being broken to offer them fruits and milk even before they had done any of their other chores. Jay and Vasu felt a surprising sense of warmth wash over them. Now they both were amazed to see that rules are being broken because it was the rule that nobody will eat anything without completing the household chores. They were very amused. They were surprised to see the sense of warmth that wash over them. Okay. The firewood was taken to the shrine where the sacred fire was kept burning. The fire was burning rather low. Rishi Utatya sat before it, chanting hymns and looking around a bit impatiently for the day's firewood. Now firewood was taken to the shrine, the place where the sacred fire was burning. The sacred fire here always kept burning 24/7. Okay. The fire burned rather low. Rishi Utatya sat before it, chanting hymns, you can say the mantras, and looking around a bit impatiently for the day's firewood. He searched for the day's firewood. As Jaya and Vasu added some of the wood to the fire, however, the flames did not leap up as usual. Leap up means rise up as usual. The flames did not rise up as usual. The fire did not brighten. Instead, there was a lot of smoke and strange musty smell. Musty means the smell that you don't like. Okay, so there was a lot of smoke and smell that was unpleasant. Rishi Utatya looked surprised and poured some ghee or clarified butter into the fire. The smoke became denser, the smell mustier. Clarified butter here you can use for ghee. Okay, Rishi Utatya was surprised and he poured some ghee into the fire, but still the smoke became denser and unpleasant smell also became denser, but the fire did not brighten up. "Let me have a look at the firewood you are putting in," he said, and moved to the pile Jay and Vasu had brought in. By then, several students had sensed something odd and had moved closer. Jay and Vasu stood there looking foolish. What had happened? What was wrong? Why was the fire not getting fully kindled? Why was the old sage raging like thunder? Now Rishi was very angry and he said, "Show me the firewood that you brought from the jungle." And by then several students gathered around because they sensed something very strange was happening out there. And both the boys, that is Jaya and Vasu, were scared what was happening. They didn't knew. Okay, why the sage was raging like thunder. That is proverb like for showing an anger. Okay, "Who in my ashram wields a sword?" At Rishi Utatya's query, everyone was dumbfounded. Now Rishi asked, "Who used a sword in my ashram?" And everyone was quiet. Nobody knew what happened. How does he know that a sword was used? Does he really have special powers? Jaya wondered. Vasu looked as if he was about to cry. Now Jaya thought, do the Rishi really have special powers? Because we didn't tell anybody about the sword and he came to know. And now Vasu was going to cry now. He was just about to cry. This wood was not picked up from the forest floor as it should be. This is not all wood that has dried and withered and fallen down as firewood should be. This wood is brutally dismembered from the tree. This is young wood full of juice and sap. Now he says that this firewood has not been picked up from the floor because this is not the dry one. This has not fallen down itself as the firewood should be. This wood is brutally dismembered. Dismembered means cut off, okay, from the tree. This is young wood full of juice and sap. Sap here is used for saplings, the small leaves that comes out from the branches of tree. He pointed a long thin finger at the slashes and streaks on the wood. One just has to look at those marks to see this. There is no second sight needed. He showed how he came to know and said, "This is enough evidence, and we don't need any other look to find it out." Now, Jay and Vasu felt silly and small. They were also a little scared. They had heard tales of sages like Durvasa and Gautam reducing people to ashes and stones when angry. Suppose Rishi Utatya decided to deal with them in a similar manner. Now they both were scared because they had heard about the tales of Durvasa and Gautam reducing people to ashes. Ashes means burning them. Ashes and stones. When they were angry, they could do anything. And they were afraid that maybe the Rishi Utatya would do the same with them. They will meet the same fate. Which of my boys had gone and collected this wood? The sage roared. It must be one of those new boys. Anyone who has been around for some time knows that this wood is useless as firewood, and that the sacred fire does not accept offerings that involve acts of violence. Where are those boys who brought in this lot of firewood? Now sage roared because he was angry, who said, "Who brought which of my boys who brought this type of firewood?" That may be the new boys, because the older one know that firewood needed should not be like this, should not be the one that has been brought. They must be the new boys, okay? Because the older one know that this type of firewood is useless for us, and also the sacred fire will not accept the offerings that involve acts of violence. Violence here was using swords to cut down the branches of the tree. Where are those boys who brought in this lot of firewood? Now nobody told them, nobody said them a word, but Jay and Vasu knew that they were the only new boys, and in the matter of time they will be caught. Just after a moment's hesitation, Jay and Vasu drew up courage and spoke at the same time. After a moment they both said, "It was I." Okay, they both came forward. "You are good friends at least," said the sage, "although silly and spoiled fellows. Now tell me the whole story and I'll forgive you this one." Now the sage says that you both are good friends but the silly one. And if you want me to forgive you, tell me the whole story, else you will be punished. There was no punishment, no penalty once the whole story was told, but everyone, including Rishi Utatya, looked so sad at the end that it wouldn't have been worse. Okay, they were not punished, they were not penalized, no penalty was given, but everybody was very much sad, and this was more worse than the punishment they would have got. Life went on as usual. One morning, when Jaya and Vasu were again out in the forest, now this time they were collecting the honey. There was again the sound of running horse. After a few days, one day again they were out for collecting honey, and again they heard the noise of a horse rider. Okay, it was the same soldier. Now he got down and stood before them. "I'm on my way back to the king, your father," he said to Jaya. "What message shall I convey to the father? If you want, shall I tell them that you are miserable at the ashram and that he should get you back home? Shall I tell them this? What do you want me to say?" Soldier asked from both the princes. "Tell him that I am learning my lessons well," answered Jaya, "and I have a lot to learn." Jaya says, "Tell my father that I am learning very well, and I got a lot of things to be learned soon." Just then the soldier looked astonished. "Well, what are you doing today? Collecting honey. Shall I help?" Now he says, "Is that all? I think today you are collecting honey. Shall I help you in that?" "No," said Jaya and Vasu at once. "We will do it ourselves." Now both of them spoke same word in the same tone. They both denied the help and said, "We will do it ourselves." So that's it from the reading portion, students. Let's move on to the question answers. Read and answer are the true false that you should try. Okay. I am starting from think and answer. Why was Vasu's tone urgent when he called Jaya as he lay sleeping? Because it was their time to get the firewood as fast as possible, as they would be late in their daily household chores. Why were Vasu and Jaya sent to the ashram? Vasu and Jaya were sent to the ashram for their schooling and teachings. Jaya and Vasu added some of the wood to the fire. However, the flames did not leap us as you leap up. This one should be up. This is misspelled. Okay, leap up as usual. Why do you think the fire did not brighten? The fire did not brighten as the firewood brought up by the two boys was not the dry wood. Instead, they took help from the soldier of their kingdom who used the sword to cut down the wood from the trees. Jay and Vasu were not punished but they learned their lesson. How did this happen? They were not punished but learned the lesson as they felt guilty of taking help from the soldier for their own work, because even though they were not punished for the mistake, everybody in the ashram looked sad along with the Rishi Utatya. So they decided not to take help from anybody for their own work. Going on to the next part, that is reference to context. Is there anything I can do for you? Who said this and to whom? The soldier said this to the two boys. Where were these words said? These words were said in the jungle. Why did the speaker say this? Because he was the soldier of the two boys' kingdom. What happens next? Jaya asked the soldier to help them in getting the firewood from the jungle as soon as possible, as both the boys were already getting late. So students, we have completed the reading part, we have completed the question answers. Before leaving, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Till then, we take care and have a nice day. Thank you.